and a very warm welcome to you all to our brand new show called Interactive SK. It's a live and fully active interactive show all about living and travelling in Greece. As you know by now, we broadcast on the website www.kerkra.live and of course our good old friend Facebook and YouTube, where you can see us at the address of @Studio Kerkra. Should you be watching us on Facebook, please like us and follow us. That way you get the heads up. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. As always, I'm very pleased to say we have the help and assistance of our great producer, Claire, who will be answering all your comments on Facebook Messenger. But with our new series comes a new face. We're very pleased and excited to introduce a new member of the team, the delightfully dashing one and only Dawn Dukas, who you'll be seeing a bit later on. But as well as an addition to a pretty face to the presenting team of Studio Kerkra, we've also brought in a unique, fantastic feature. It's called the Crowdfunding Shop, and to tell you all about it, I'm also very pleased to say that I'm joined in the micro streaming studio today by the one and only Thomas Haas. Good evening, Thomas.
Good evening, Adrian, and hello, everybody. Thank you for logging on. We are back, and it took us a little while, but we are truly back, and thank you for logging on. I see already we got a lot of messages, mate. So there is already
welcome, thank you all.
But we came back with a new series. It's Interactive SK, so it's all about travel and living in Greece, on Corfu, so in the whole of Greece. So we expand a little bit, but of course our heart is here in Corfu, so we can't take it away.
Be, won't it?
No, always will be. But guys, thanks for logging on. We have a lot of new things coming. We're gonna have mini documentaries, interviews, reports. But as you know, we're still in lockdown.
Yeah.
We still have to send text messages before we allowed out. And I know there's a lot of going on at the moment with tourists and so arriving on the island. But that's not what it's about. It's great. That's what we're here for. That's what we want. We need the tourism. One way or another, it has to happen. But to kick that all off, as you mentioned, we have the crowdfunding shop, and it's something new. We're working now more closely with the businesses, with all the businessmen here on the island together, and we collect some goodies what go through our crowdfunding shop straight to you. So is it related to holidays or to living? You know, there's a food, drink, other things. Your eyes lighting up.
My eyes lit up when you mentioned food and drink, of course. We've got some wonderful things to share with you later on in this program.
And we're going to explain a little bit more about the crowdfunding shop, how maybe you can help, or how businesses can take part and at the same time get fantastic promotions. But on today's show, we have the travel updates. That's the first. We're going to go in, we update you what's going on, how is it with holidays, how can you come to us and enjoy this beautiful island, this beautiful country. Also, we have two great interviews lined up. We've been out under restrictions, under permissions, and we made sure we're wearing our mask and we keep social distancing. And we got a great interview with a vineyard. So everybody who is interested in wine here in the south, they have,
Drink of the
gods.
I
was really
perhaps.
surprised, I tell you then.
Yes, it was beautiful, wonderful, wasn't it? Fantastic people, and what a fabulous, tranquil setting it was.
Oh, it's great.
Extraordinary.
Yeah. It's fantastic. But we also have some activities, and today we have also an interview with Genie Tours with Lissy. Very good. So you find out more, and as always our Q&A, so you can ask your questions regarding holiday or living in Greece.
Absolutely.
It's great, isn't it?
Don't hold back, guys. Anything you want to know or you're not sure about, just drop us a line. And if we don't know instantly the correct answer to your question, we sure on earth will find someone pretty quickly who will.
Oh, yeah. And let me kick off. No, let me show you the view, because we set up the sunset is going to happen very soon too. And we said we plonking a camera out there quickly.
We know
so,
you guys love to see sunsets, so have a little bit of
have a little
Corfu
bit
on
of feeling.
us.
Yeah,
There we go.
Here it comes. That's gonna be sunset. In the next 40 minutes, you're gonna see in the distance. We are here in Notos. Okay, everybody, that's Agios Nikolaos in the south, very, very close to Petriti, and a fishing village, the biggest fishing village.
Yes,
here
on the island.
On the island.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great, and that's the view from our studio. How lucky are we?
We're extremely fortunate and lucky. We have to say that, and we do know how fortunate we are to be on this beautiful island. There's far worse places around.
Oh, yes. But before we go on with the travel updates and local updates here, guys, let me say hello to so many of our followers and friends. It's great you're
We've missed you all.
Tom Giddings, very excited to hear from you after such a long time. So many memories from Corfu and so many friends. A lot of friends just made it from this amazing station. Thank you. Thank you for
Tom.
coming back. Tom,
We love you, Tom. And Emma and the new arrival,
and
by the way.
arrival.
Congratulations, Em and Tom.
And Margaret Johnson is saying, hey, Adrian, Thomas, Claire, and James. Hope you're all okay. Welcome back. Have missed you all. We have missed you too.
We've missed you incredibly. Thank you for that sweet message. We send our love to
Pierre Dowers. Hello,
hi,
Babs.
Pierre.
Nice to hear you back on air.
Great. Oh, Pierre was the lovely gentleman who used to sneak off and hear us in his kitchen on his wireless when we were doing a previous show. Hi, Pierre.
Hi, Pierre. Stuart Moran is here. Hi, Claire, Thomas, Adrian, James. Welcome back. David Roseman, great to see you all back with with our little link to Kakura.
Oh, thank you, David and Sarah. Fantastic people.
It is so many. Steve Bowers, welcome
Hi,
back,
Steve.
everybody. Hope to be back to Corfu next month.
Oh,
yeah, we
great.
hope so too.
We'd love to see you, Steve.
Margaret Black, hi guys,
Hi,
missed you all,
Margaret.
welcome back. And there's so
Brilliant.
many watching. David Roseman, Graham, yeah, Don Steve, Veneziano Balassoni is watching. Great, guys, thank you for logging on. David Baker is watching. Guys, it's great to see you. So any questions you have regarding Greece or Corfu, or holidaying or living, just hit us with it. Just right now, let us know what you think. But into travel updates. And the travel updates, how do they look now? Some say it looks right, the others say,
Cloudy with bright spells, maybe. It's a bit all over the place. The Greek government is maintaining its line that it wishes to open up the tourist businesses here on May the 14th. The United Kingdom is still sticking with its line that it will allow its citizens to travel abroad on foreign holidays from May the 17th, although the Transport Secretary said today it's not written in stone.
So it's not. So they say 14th of May we're gonna open up. So that's so far. But now on the 19th they make a decision of what's going on, what they're gonna do.
Yeah. In Greece.
In
yes.
Greece here.
Yes.
Now personally. Yeah.
And in the United Kingdom, it's the next 2 weeks they're going to be issuing more details about their, wait for it, eagerly anticipated new, maybe it's the version 2.0 of the traffic lights, where they'll be issuing a list of red, amber and green, and if the countries that you wish to go to are on the red list, you won't be able to. The amber list you will if you've been vaccinated and you take a test, PCR at the moment, both departure and arriving back. And green destinations will be probably just with vaccinations, maybe a test. But they haven't announced which countries are on what list at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I want to know what they really come out with. The time is running out. Man, we know we're moving around on the island a little bit as much as we can. We don't want to overdo it.
No.
But we see everybody's renovating. You look down to St. George. Alex Pizzeria is full in swing. He's renovating. La Perla, Spiros, he is full on the bowl. He renovates for the last 3 months.
He's been working so hard. For those that you may not know who we're talking about, Spiro, I call him Spiro Spiro St. George, although I should realise there's hundreds of Spiro St. George. But anyway, he runs this fantastic private guest house, and he's been working so hard with his friend throughout the whole winter to completely renovate the building.
Yeah, I mean, we've been down Covers Way because we bring you a good, nice selection of covers. But Aerophilis, the hotel, we saw, it's in full swing of renovating. They're painting everything. They're swapping the beds around.
What
they're
a
fixing
hotel
the electric.
that was.
They're upgrading everything with flat screen televisions. Have you seen that?
They were still in their wrappers. I got very excited.
Getting excited with the thing.
But that hotel was just fantastic.
Unbelievable.
With 2 terraces, both south and north, with panoramic views all around, and the rooms were luxurious.
Wow.
Did you catch the brand new mattresses from Imperial Strom? Now that's a good make. Yes, all in this wonderful hotel, which we hope to be featuring in a future episode.
Oh, definitely. We're going to be around a lot this season. So Interactive SK is not just coming every Wednesday. We're going to have some smaller broadcasts in between as the season gets into full swing.
Opens up. Blooms.
Blooms.
We want a blooming season. Absolutely. Well, so many people have had such dark days for months and months on end. And we do understand your total frustration. It must have been terrible. We, as I said before, we've been very lucky to be toughing it out through lockdown on Corfu. I mean, it's a real hardship, isn't it?
I know, it's so much hard work. But let's get through to this nice sunset. Look, the sun is setting here, and it's going to be spectacular again.
Oh, yes. Do you know, sunsets on this island are magical. But, of course, all you Corfu travellers and Corfu-holics know that only too well.
Yeah, Margaret Black is saying La Perla is the wine and very quirky.
Oh, it's quirky, all right. And do you know, Margaret, we love Corfu quirks. The island's made for it. So many characters, and Spiro is definitely one of those.
Yeah, and I'm going to nick one line for you and say hello. Hi, to Army in Finland. Hello, Army. Thanks for logging on.
The one and only amazing, incredible Army. I just have 2 words to say to you. Hyvä ilta.
That's a good one. But Hyvä ilta, it's great. It's so nice to see so many of the familiar faces back. Guys, thank you so much for supporting us. And as the season goes on, develops, so we gonna
hopefully we'll develop along with it too.
And there's more, but when we go into travel updates, 19th. For people who don't know, it's a little bit of an uproar on social media regarding tourists arriving already. And why do they don't have to send text messages? And people were surprised. So not everybody knows that.
No.
So just to update you quickly, it's we have to send text messages here. For all residents in Greece, if you want to go out, shopping or recreational, or you have to help a friend, we have to send text messages. And in these text messages, we have to put a number exactly what we do. So it's 2 is, example, shopping. Yeah, but we don't have more than 2 hours to do this shopping. Yeah, so we still have to send text messages, so don't be surprised when some getting a little bit upset, because tourists arrive here already, and brings me on, that's a good one, because the Netherlands is doing a program at the moment in Greece.
Yes.
It's called Sunweb.
Well, it's actually was in Rhodes, and they did an experiment. This is to help the Greek government see how it's going to work with COVID and all the rest of it in this 21 season. So the experiment involved 187 people that were flown for an 8-day stay in an all-inclusive hotel complex in Rhodes town. Unfortunately, they weren't allowed to leave the hotel complex, but the whole idea is to see how it would work out. I haven't got any update on that. But of course, when they get back to the Netherlands, they will have to quarantine for 10 days. Yeah.
So they're going over. They're in an all-inclusive hotel. And they have to stay in there. That's it.
They're not allowed out. It's an experiment. But apparently the 187 was overbooked. There were lots of other people wanting to take part. It's all part of a thing called Sunweb. So
And
it'll be interesting to see if we hear any results from
But
that.
one side, I think it's great. You know what is still bringing tourism in? It's
for
great.
sure,
They're
yeah.
isolated.
Yeah.
It's all Dutch in there, no?
Yes.
Yeah, it's completely Dutch. So it's worth trying. We have to see how it works out in there.
Indeed. There's a place for all different types of accommodation to suit all different types of taste. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but for the other travels now, I mean, that's a great project. I like that.
Yes,
Let's see
yeah.
what it is. I find it a little bit funny because I travel into another country, I go to an all-inclusive, and
Yes,
I'm not allowed to
No.
leave the
No,
area, also
it's a
the
bit
premises. It's
Fortress
you know, I mean,
roads, isn't it, really? That's
yeah,
not
it's,
quite right.
it's you know, you can make a joke out of that. Just put on the roller outside, please don't feed. But it's like, you know,
Yes, that's quite a good one, yeah. Although
you
maybe...
can look into the all-inclusive.
Yes,
So-
sometimes some of them are very good, others not so. But I'm sure for the sake of a government experiment that the food would be very good there. Some sad news, though. I've been reading, Thomas, from Facebook messages from people
Yeah.
that Jet2 cancelled all the holidays up to the end of June. And that's affected quite a lot of people.
Yes, but there I have to say some. I seen all these messages. It's demotivating. You wait for a holiday. You look forward to the whole thing, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it gets cancelled. But I'm not surprised. It's the same game they played last year.
It is, because you put it on the screen.
They
I
put it on
remember.
screen last
Good
year,
point,
and it
Thomas.
is.
Yeah.
They still taking bookings
yeah.
like they did summer holiday 2019.
Yeah, that is correct.
That's my quota. That's what we're gonna sell, and they sold that.
Yeah.
Not knowing, you know,
No,
what's gonna
blind
happen. Can
faith.
we fulfill this quota again, or you know, are we getting cut down like last year, only 50%? And that's exactly what's happening now.
Yeah.
So it's not everybody who booked. As example, I saw a post from the 20th of June, 20th of June, my holiday got cancelled. And that was, I think, EasyJet, no?
Okay.
Yeah. And but on the same day, there are still people who booked the same holiday as you going on holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, because they sold 100%.
Yeah.
Now they restricted back to 50. So somehow you have to choose who is going and who is not going on holiday. So it always hits people hard because 50% is not going.
No.
But the other 50% are going. Better explained it is, you know, they got 4 flights, let me say from Stansted to Corfu a day. That's how it's usually gone. Now they're cutting it back to 2. There are still
Oh yes.
tourists
They're all
coming,
cutting back,
but
yeah.
it's all half capacity.
Yes.
That's the
definitely.
thing. But
Well, they've got social distancing inside
social
planes is an
distancing
issue.
and. But there's also the next confusion now with the self-tests. So there's the other update we want to talk.
Yes.
What's going on with the self-tests on holiday?
Well, regarding the United Kingdom, as you probably know, it's been a bit of a fury in the media. These PCR tests can cost up to £120, would you believe? One of the main suppliers brought it down to 100, but that's an awful lot. That's per person, per test. However, Thomas, I have got some good news. Breaking news from this morning. One of the biggest suppliers of COVID tests in the United Kingdom, a firm called Randox, just going off script here a minute ago, we mentioned them in a previous episode of Lockdown 2.0 as being part of the great chumocracy of the United Kingdom. But that's by the by. Randox has announced today that they're reducing the price of their tests, this is the PCR COVID tests, down to £60. That's still a lot of money, but it's a hell of a lot better than 120. The other type of test you can have is a lateral flow test, and they are currently being charged at about between £30 and £40. However, there seems to be a bit of confusion in the United Kingdom because we hear that the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, is in favour of the lateral flow tests, but the authorities around him are pushing for the PCRs. So I think that story will develop over the next few days.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. They're coming down to 60.
Yeah.
£60, but it's still, you have a family of 4,
Exactly.
you know, there's £240
Exactly.
pound on top of your holiday.
Which is awful. Yeah, that's
so
not good. No.
it has a little bit in there. But okay, how the whole thing gonna be with the EU passport, also with the travel passport, vaccine passport,
Right,
and
well.
with the tests?
We can't say for
no,
sure
but
at this
I think
moment, can we?
it's not a lot changing. They still, if you're not vaccinated, you arrive, they still test you on the airport. So we're going to have a similar story than last year.
Maybe.
I believe.
Yes.
Yeah?
Could be.
Okay, through vaccinations, you got a passport, you vaccinated. Maybe it's a little bit easier for you to
I think that
travel.
would be
so it's
definitely so. Yeah.
But nobody can tell you straight at the moment.
No.
And that's something, what doesn't fill you with confidence.
It doesn't. We can only say it's the intention of the EU to issue vaccination passports, as it is the intention of the UK government to do likewise. But that's all it is, an intention.
An intention. So that's all you can do. What else can you do? So we know it now, and I think it's going to go down similar to last year. But the most important thing is Greece is ready.
Yes.
There's no question about it. We're ready for you to come on holiday. We're ready for you to enjoy and to experience a fantastic country.
Totally. And we do know one thing, don't we, Thomas? All the hoteliers, taverners and business owners that we've spoken to, they all say one thing, how much they missed all you lovely people. They want to give their love, share their love with you, and they can't do that if you're not here. So best thing you could do is make sure to get vaccinated up to the hilt, do all your tests, fill out all the paperwork, and then there shouldn't be any impediments and any reason why you can't come to this fantastic holiday paradise that is Corfu or anywhere else in Greece. Let's be honest here, because Greece is absolutely full of magical places. And during the whole season ahead, we will be hopefully sharing with you some of these wonderful places.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got a lot in store for you. So there's really a lot going on. We planned a lot. As Adrian said, let me get into that one.
Here we go.
The crowdfunding shop, guys. That's what we do. So if you're a business out there in tourism, talk to us. What this crowdfunding shop is doing is we're gonna promote your business. In exchange of promoting, we would like to have a little gift from your business. And I have to say, we got a few already. We have a couple of holidays made already given. So this is accommodation for a whole week or 2 weeks. So we got some already, and that's gonna go on very, very soon to the crowdfunding shop. So let me. I always get excited talking about it, But and we are given that goes all into a crowdfunding shop. Let me say there is a week accumulation what you would normally pay between 500 and 600 euros. Yeah, you can, if you help us crowdfunding, if you take part, you can have this week of accommodation for between 200 and 500.
Fantastic.
200 and 250 euros.
If you book
half price or less.
Oh, brilliant, yes.
Yeah? And that's when you go to caregiver.live. You're going to find the crowdfunding shop and what people donate to us. So, asking people, support us, make the show, support us doing this season, all the travel, all the equipment, and. Yeah. So does free cover a little bit of costs? It's not fair. It's not, we deliver that service. But in this way, to go out and instead of taking their hard-earned cash, it's in this situation now much easier for them to say, you know what, I give you 3 days rent a car. That's so things you're going to find in our crowdfunding shop.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. You get boat trips. We have a Ginny Doers as example.
She's a character.
Given us great, but she given us for 2 people a full tour of the South. Normally you pay around 80 euros for that.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Lizzie.
Thank you, Lizzie, for that. Definitely, and we see the interview soon. That's the introduction of our fabulous Don Dukers.
Yes.
That's gonna be great.
She's making her debut on Studio Kerkera.
But that's what it is about. So we promote you. You give us a little goodie, what we can give away as a free gift, or we put in our crowdfunding shop, so you can surf around and you can grab you really a great bargain.
We all like a bargain, don't we?
Of course.
The one thing that they all have in common is that they're very Corfu or Greek orientated. So if you don't like anything Greek, I'd go to another channel if I were you. However, if you love this wonderful country and all its bounteous things that it has to offer you, just make sure you tune in to Studio Kerkera, and especially this program, Interactive SK, complete with its crowdfunding shop.
Yeah, and there are gonna be a lot of varieties of goodies on this crowdfunding shop. So we got another one. Oh, it's fantastic. So, and that's all in conjunction with in conjunction with Corfu South Promotion.
Yeah.
So we working there straight together.
Great.
No, please.
And we have a little gremlin getting in the system.
I
there.
get the messages, the sound of the messages. Sorry, guys. But let me say hello to Helen Mullins. You
Hello,
remember
Helen.
we had last year we spoke with her. She planned to get married here in Corfu. And sadly, it didn't happen. But I just got a message. She said, "Hi, Thomas, Adrian. We are not able to get married last year, but this year we are hopefully getting married in San Stefanos.
Fabulous.
Are there any laws on how many guests in Corfu?"
That's a jolly good
that's
question.
a jolly good question.
We'll have
isn't
to
it?
get back to you on that one, Helen. But there is an answer, I'm absolutely sure.
There's definitely an answer on there, but that's the things we don't know. But see, for the show, we're gonna talk with a wedding service on Corfu. We're gonna have an interview with wedding service, so you can find out more. And we're gonna give them a call after the show and find out exactly what is the restrictions, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and how you can do that. And Helen, we gonna pass that info straight to you.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, a lot of messages, guys. Thank you so much for writing in. It's great. I didn't think it's gonna be Beat hours. Will Greece still have early bar closing by midnight like last year?
It's a good question, Per.
It's a good, but I heard somebody said they're gonna stay away from that now.
Oh, okay.
So allegedly, one thing is I heard that curfew will not apply.
Great.
They
Well,
wanna take that.
It would
because,
be
you know,
very
holiday,
difficult, wouldn't it?
It is a difficult decision,
Yes.
isn't it?
Well, it is. But it's also difficult to have a load of holidaymakers here when you've got a full-blown curfew going on. Not really ideal. I guess the answer to that question is going to be out within the next couple of weeks, I would say.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I got another one from John right here. Unfortunately, COVID is still dictating tourists' travel, and numbers will be low again this summer. Let's hope that we can all soon be returning back to this beautiful island.
Here, John. Well said. Absolutely. We'll keep your seat warm for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, definitely. And we keep you up to date now. So this is Interactive SK Lite. So we are not full developed yet, but we got so much in store. We got so much we plan in, and we do a lot. But at the moment we're not allowed, so we're keeping things back. But as the season is getting going, we gonna go. But you know what? I think we should go in to one of our first clips.
Absolutely.
That was a fantastic visit. You had a great day there.
I was honoured and privileged to be there, almost humbled. This is such a traditional winemaking family, if you like. They all jump into it, very labour intensive, but they're absolutely wonderful people producing a fabulous product in an amazing setting.
Yeah, and we went there, and Adrian had a fantastic little tour and an interview. No? Pontiglio
Yes.
Winery, and that is one of the first clips we want to show you. So, guys, it's Pontiglio time, isn't it?
Absolutely. Hope you've got a glass of red or white or indeed rosé in hand, and raise your glasses to the Pontiglio Winery, I should say.
The Pontiglio Winery. So, stay with us, guys. Now, a clip of a fantastic, and this near covers. I can't believe what a great
It's just outside.
area.
Yeah.
Just outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Tour of Corfu, looking at art, history and culture. We're here on the beautiful southern tip of the island, just north of Cavos, where we're in this beautiful vineyard. And we're going to be talking about history, culture, but the art is all in the winemaking. And I'm very lucky to say that I'm joined today by Athena, Constantina and Babis, who are here to share some of their experiences with the wonderful world of winemaking and especially so about the Corfu route. Babis, can I start with you first of all? Tell us a little bit about the history of this wonderful place.
Corfu has a long history in wine cultivating and winemaking. It is going for centuries or millennia
Really?
ago.
Before the Venetians?
Yes, before the Venetians, from ancient times, and maybe from Homer.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
In Homer, there is mention about the wine in Corfu.
How fabulous.
Yes. Corfu has its own varieties, which you never find in any place in the world.
Is that right?
Yes. And our effort was first to survive these varieties. The vineyard here was since my grandfather and his father and his grandfather.
So it's generations upon generations.
Yes, yes. So it was easy to me to come in my village, in my place, and start this job that my family doing for generations.
So it's really in your blood and in your DNA.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm
Yes.
particularly excited about the connection with ancient Greece, especially with Homer. I mean, that makes it really
Yes.
even more interesting. And when you think about Dionysus, isn't it? Who's
Yes.
god of wine, apparently.
Yes. The Ulysses, Odysseus,
Yeah.
when came in Corfu Island, they offered him Corfu wine. And Homer mentioned that the Corfu wine was had aroma, delicious. He mentioned,
Fantastic.
yes.
So that's in the Odyssey. I must have read that bit out. I forgot that bit. But that's extraordinary, isn't it? To have that connection with all those millennia, as you say.
Yes, the wine, the vineyard cultivating didn't stop in Corfu Island.
Constant cultivation.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Only the recent years, it almost disappeared. What is the name? Disappeared. After Second World War, it was depressed, and there were no working hands, so everyone started abandon the vineyards. That was the first. And then in 60s or 70s, when the tourism came, everyone abandoned the vineyards to go for to the working tourism. So then we decided about the 80s that these ancient varieties were going to disappear. So we decided to do something for this, and we started this job. We cultivated again the vineyards that we had in my family, and we started this.
And this particular vineyard is known as Kabulia. Is that right?
Yes, Kabulia.
Right. But the others all have their own names depending on where they are.
Yes, yes.
And how many did you say you had?
16.
16.
16 that we cultivate, and we have some other vineyards συνεργαζόμενα.
Yeah, there are some co-workers with us. They are cultivating their own vineyards. We take care of them as well. We are next to them to advise them, and just at the harvest, we are taking the grapes from them.
Okay, that's great. And of course, all these grapes end up in a fantastic bottle of Pontiglio wine,
Yes,
which is well known
Pontiglio.
on the island of Corfu. And really, frankly, it should be well known all over the world, because this really is the real, genuine McCoy. If you want ancient Greek wine, this is the place for you. I was told, Constantina, that it's all about the grape. Perhaps you'd like to expand more about, tell us a bit more
So
about
it's
the
a
grape.
really particular grape with a unique character. To be honest, we try to know more about it. As Bobby said, there is a long history with that grape, and not only with that one, because as they've been told, that in Corfu used to be around 13 different varieties, that now some of them, or maybe the most of them
The most.
actually, they've been disappeared, they get lost. So now we are trying to save two of them. We are cultivating two of them. The white one, that his name is Kakotrigis, and the red one, that the name is Skopelitis. So the two, both of them, they've got something different, at least from the other wines that you can find around Greece. They've got their own character, and there are some things on that wine that make us believe on it. We want it to go higher, and we try to improve every year with the quality and everything. So, to be honest, we can't say exactly what the character is, just because usually on a grape, universities arrange some researches for the grapes, and they can tell more about the DNA or about the character, but there is no any research for that particular variety. So we try to find out
You're
what.
doing your own research.
Yes, we do our own research on that, and we try to find the best result, let's say, on the glass. Finally, on the glass.
Great. And it's just a small unit, isn't it? But you all work together in harmony. It must be very busy at times with harvesting, all the bottling to do, not to mention the pressing and everything.
Yes, we are in the vineyard, we 3, and we've got another one that he's most working in the vineyard.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So with Babis, me and my mom, we are with Athena, we are in the winery, we are do the bottling most and all the packaging and stuff. And all together we try to do most of the things. There is a lot of work on
There
that.
must be, yeah.
A lot of work on that.
Of course, we have an enologist, Yorgos Gouros.
Yes.
He is working with us the last 2 years, and since then we have developed a lot our products.
Okay.
Yes.
You're constantly moving forward. And
Yes.
you were showing us the other day, you've stretched out into the market of champagne. You've tried to
Yes.
create your own, I won't say sparkling wine, I know we shouldn't say champagne because it's not technically from Champagne, but it's very much in the tradition, isn't it?
It's not really much the tradition.
No.
Not at all, I can
Not
say.
at all, no, sorry.
This is a part of the thing that we said before, that we try to do our own research, let's say.
Yeah.
So in this way, we do some small experiments in order to find out what this variety can give to us. So yes, we can call that champagne or whatever, but it's because we try to do small experiments with the variety to find out the real character or the best out of it.
Yes. It's not exactly champagne, it's sparkling wine with the method
That's what
way.
I meant. Yes,
It's the second fermentation is in the bottle.
okay.
Yes, that's our sparkling wine. Yes, it's in experimenting stage.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you were telling me earlier on that your worst nightmare, of course, is the dreaded frost, isn't it?
Yes.
You were very worried about that.
Yes. This night, 9th of April, we had very low temperature. It went about 0. We were worried about because the shots now are opening
The shoots, yes.
the shoots. so it's very sensitive in low temperatures. And in 1 or 2 vineyards we visited them this morning. Maybe we had some damage. The next days we'll see how much damage we had. For our island, it's not that frequent.
No.
This happens once in 20 years, 30 years. But it happened today, yes.
Yes, always got to keep an eye out for frost. But
And
there
it's-
is.
And it's a sensitive variety too.
Oh, is it?
It's a sensitive
Ah,
variety,
right,
so
okay.
we have to take care a lot.
Extra care.
Yeah, we
Extra
have to
care.
give extra care on it.
Right.
I can explain you what the name means.
Yes, please do.
Kakotrillis. So kakotrillis is means difficult harvest.
Difficult harvest.
Difficult harvest.
Bad harvest.
Bad harvest. That is because the grape is really hard to cut it from the rest of the vine. So that's why we have a bad harvest for that, and that's the name Kakotrillis.
Right. And the name actually, Pontiglio, actually means something, doesn't it?
Yes.
You were telling me it means hard or stubborn,
Stubborn.
doesn't it?
Yes,
Stubborn.
stubborn. It's an old Corfu word from with Italian origin,
right.
because
Venetian here, right?
Venetian. You will find it in Venetian lexical vocabulary,
Vocabulary.
not in Italian vocabulary, in Venetian.
In
Oh,
Because
right, I
in Corfu
see, yes,
there
Used to be
was
anti-Venetians.
Venetians. So we have a lot of Italian words in our local language. So Pontiglio means, yes, stubbornness, the determination of ours,
The will to do something.
the will, yes, the will
Strong
to how can I say, to survive this, to save these varieties, the unique varieties, and the tradition behind all of this. Because, as I told you, it was almost lost, and we are trying to save, and the other varieties that we are looking for them all over the island, to save them, to multiply them,
Right, yeah, right.
and to experiment with them with new kind of wines. This is a very big job, and it needs a lifetime.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But it's wonderful that you are doing your very best to preserve what is such an ancient grape, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Marvellous. And you, Rafinha, you were telling me that you were doing the labelling, and I was amazed at how simple but how effective it was how you do the labelling. You managed to do 70 bottles in an hour.
Yes.
And you, Constantina, were loading up, how many was it now in an hour, bottles of wine?
When we are doing the bottling,
Yes, yes.
we do like 1,000 in 2 hours,
1,000 in
1,100,
Bottling
1,100 in
In-
2 hours, 2.5 with all the washing
Yes.
and cleaning and everything.
That's quite extraordinary
Yeah.
and very labour intensive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you,
Yes.
when harvest comes, do you have a time constraint to get all these things done, or is it not quite like that? You've got time to.
The harvest, yes, there is a timeline for
Right,
that,
yeah.
and this depends how is the vines. So this give us a timeline, and we have like a board, and we have to do the harvest on a time. But after that, with the wine, when the wine is here, is safe, and we take care of it, we are a little bit more flexible, let's say, to do
Okay.
the bottling and the rest.
That's good.
Is the harvest? The harvest is strict. You have to follow the program.
Right. But after that, you can.
Yes,
in
you
your own
can.
time.
You can. Yes.
That's right. And you sell your wine all over the island and abroad, or is it mainly on Corfu at the moment?
It's mainly in Corfu. There is in Athens too. There is in Thessaloniki. You can find it around, but mainly in Corfu. Mainly in Corfu.
And what also struck out to me as amazing is that you have the facility here to create your own labels for other people. So you could design a label for someone else, and then they could have your wine with their name on. That's a lovely touch.
Yes, we did that the last years, and we did it for some restaurants that they wanted to put their name on our wine, and then we do that for weddings as well. So the couple,
that's right,
or baby showers with the baby name.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
Yes. There are a lot of people come to us and they want this, and we like it because we are there in a really special moment for them.
Absolutely, and they'll never forget it, and they will always keep.
They always
as a
keep
memento.
that. Yes.
And you also welcome honeymoon couples here, don't you? I think you said people who have.
Yes, not only honeymoons. They are coming here to get married as well.
Oh, great, right.
Not in the winery, but they are coming in Corfu to do their weddings, and they visit us as well.
I would say that's a perfect novel present for a wedding, isn't it?
Yes. Could be.
So I take it, Constantina, you're committed to the rest of your life being in the winery. This is your thing, is it?
Yes.
Great.
I think yes. So Mom and Bubbies, they start around 2014 with the winery,
right.
and I joined them last year.
Oh, right.
So, but yes, I like it. I like it a lot. I learn a lot of things now. I am at this stage that I am going in the vines. I have to stay with Mom and do the labeling, the packaging, because they have to teach me a lot. It's not that easy, but yes, I think I'm.
Yeah. It's a job that it has a lot of things. Every week you have to do something different.
Yeah. It's a different project.
Now it's the vineyards, then it's something else in the vineyards. As the shoots are growing, you do something else. And then is the winery, the harvest. Never it's the same.
No.
Yes.
So we don't get bored.
No, you can keep on your toes, never a bored moment. But you are lucky to be in such a beautiful, idyllic spot, which perhaps helps to improve the flavour of the finished product with the grape.
Yes, and improve our life as well.
Yeah.
Because we are living in a place that offers us. We are close to nature, first of all, and obviously we've got stress from for the job. As Bobby said, we were worried about the vines. If they get froze, they get burned and everything. But we are more relaxed in here because we are close to nature.
Brilliant. Yeah. What could be better than that?
Yeah, obviously. It's a paradise in South Corfu.
It is paradise.
Yeah.
It is. Absolutely. Yes, you're absolutely right. And of course the secret is in the bottle, and hopefully you'll be lucky enough to share in a tipple at some point or other. I know certainly we will indeed. You've been absolutely extraordinarily hospitable to us and kind, and we really want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
We thank you.
And we are incredibly impressed that you are doing so much to preserve this precious ancient Corfu root that becomes the grape, because I think that's such a noble enterprise, and it's great to keep history and culture going. So I make no apologies. It's all art, history and culture, all in one at the Pontiglio Winery.
Oh, now that's a sunset, isn't it?
It's
That's more
brilliant,
like it.
isn't it? So that was our first clip, so I apologize for the wind noise a little bit. It was a windy day, and this was really it was beautiful, but a windy day, and we're just getting into the swing again. So it was great, but I love this winery.
Absolutely. Now, there were, you probably noticed, a few extraneous sounds. There was a cat that you might have wondered what was going on in the background. But also, did you get all the birds, the bird song?
But the aeroplane.
Yes, that was unfortunate.
It was
but
quite exciting because
we haven't heard one
for
for
a while.
months and months and months. I think it was a domestic flight, I have to say.
Yeah, but let me take the opportunity quickly to say hello to Richard Zebedee.
Richard!
Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, Richard Zebedee. We've missed you.
We got a lot. Julie Cam is saying, hi,
Oh,
guys.
Julie.
Great to see you, hear you again.
Oh, Julie, we love hearing
missed
from
the
you.
start, but we'll catch up on it later. Margaret said, loving this interview, very informative. It's great. Guys, thank you so much for writing in, especially if you have any questions relating holidaying or living in Greece or Corfu. No?
Yes.
Let us know. Write in to us, inbox@studiokk.com, or just send us a message now or send us a message later on
Yes.
Messenger.
And we must get back with the answer to how many guests you can have at the wedding for our lovely viewer, Helen.
But
Yeah.
now she knows if she wants special wine with her own
Oh,
label.
Absolutely.
Pontiglio.
Good one.
As simple
Thomas.
as that.
Yeah.
So, but look, the sunset
That is
here
lovely, isn't
on Corfu. There's the first sunset we stream live to you guys here in 2021, and I hope it's gonna be many, many
Absolutely.
more.
There will be, I'm sure. And hopefully you can enjoy watching the sun set down with a lovely, beautiful glass of Pontiglio wine in your hand.
Yeah, and if you want to know more about Pontiglio, just go on to their Facebook page. Is Pontiglio. You can find them on Facebook, and there, when you just scroll through, you see. Look at that.
Great.
It's yeah. It's something else. I really enjoyed it, and I loved every minute we were there. So
did
thank
I,
you guys for having us, and we're gonna report more.
They were
So
amazing.
we're gonna show you more from this area. It's just great. So that's Pontiglio.
And it was all organic as well.
Oh yeah. But back to the beautiful
Ah.
sunset.
Wonderful.
So, questions I got in email here quickly is regarding transport. How is it now with the transport companies? Are they allowed to pick you up from the airport? Yes, they are, because they're all gearing up now. They all are ready. And we spoke with Liz She's tours.
Yes.
So they're allowed to do their tours. So they're also allowed to do the airport transfer. So you can book of a number of fantastic airport transport
There's many
companies.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's many on Corfu,
Yeah.
and they all are really a high standard.
Very.
Have you seen
Put
the
my
new
card
buses?
shame.
Wow. Yeah, mine too. But you know, it's great. I looked at a few. Thanks for writing in about transport. It's when you get picked up from the airport, people have the vision. They come with so an old scrapped out car. No, it's
No.
not the case at
Not
all.
anymore. Those days
Not
are
anymore.
gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
You should look at these buses.
Pure blooming luxury. That's what it is, lad.
It is.
Pure luxury. Beautiful.
But-
Maybe COVID in some perverse negative way has actually had a positive effect. That you may be less in a
less in the
minibus,
thing,
but
yeah.
at least you're in supreme comfort and luxury.
And luxury. And there's always go in contact with the transport companies. They gonna tell you. So when you go onto Facebook to other
It's a good
media
place,
and
isn't
you
it,
look,
Facebook,
yeah,
to find it, yeah.
you find them all here on Corfu. And if you give them a quick call, they're gonna advise you exactly what the rules are. But of course, for all the clips and the reports we're gonna do through Interactive SK, we're gonna bring you that too. So we're gonna go out with a camera, we're gonna have some interviews, we wanna know exactly from the horses' mouths,
Yes.
and bring it to you. And that's we're gonna do with all the clips we shoot this season.
Speaking of horses, Thomas, on my way here to the studio, I went past an idyllic scene. This beautiful olive grove, drenched in sunbeams, but supporting a small group of horses, gently chomping the
it's
grass. And
unbelievable,
you know
isn't it?
what? That's a beautiful sight. It really
It is.
Yeah. One thing, now's the time to apologise, because I bet you at home wondering how many mistakes has Adrian made already. Well, he made one right from the start, because in the introduction I missed a key word out, and thank you for reminding me, Thomas. This series that you're watching now, Interactive SK, is light. This is the light version,
It's just
as
a
Thomas
warm-up.
explained. Yes, it's a warm-up,
It's-
get you in the mood, it's an
Yeah.
aperitif, exactly.
So-
But also, on a serious note, we are complying with the COVID restrictions and conditions with
Yeah.
lockdown. So we're not able to go here, there and everywhere. But rest assured, as soon as we are legally permitted to do so, we will. So, during the summer months, folks, stand by, because coming to you soon on a screen nearby will be interactive SK Max, except he's going to have another name, but I'll leave that for Thomas to explain nearer the time. So you're joining us with Interactive SK Lite, the small version of the full-blown holiday program here on this channel that'll be coming to you in the summer.
Yeah, and Christopher Dabana is saying hello.
Hi,
and
Chris.
He said, Adrian, hi Chris, thanks for watching. He's saying, Adrian, you should have had a glass of their wine when you visit. You have no idea. Well, not just one, Adrian had.
No, they were under the table, Chris. I took them out of shot. We were very well fed and watered. Actually, I don't want to embarrass the wonderful family there, but you know, Thomas, I'll share something with our lovely audience. We had something there that I've never had in the whole of my life. And do you know what that is? You know what I'm going to say. Quince. We had fantastic quince jam.
Yeah.
Now, there's a thing.
Oh, great.
Homegrown. Oh, what a place
was
that was. Do you know,
really-
I'm looking forward to going back again.
See, it's the whole thing in this vineyard. It's the whole. It's not just the wine there. He is also building an outdoor kitchen now. So
Yeah.
they're gonna do a little bit of food. They do a little bit of cooking
Great.
demonstration at the same time. So the whole thing is developing, and especially the south of Corfu is really, really picking up now.
It is, yeah.
And one of the reasons for it to pick up is our lovely Dawn.
Oh, the
Dukas.
delightful Dawn. Yes, a very new, pretty face to the presenting team here at SK.
And as we watch, the sun is going down here on Corfu. We on the east coast, we near Petriti, we in Notos. So it's just a stone throw away from Agios Nikolaos and Petriti. And that's the sunset, guys. Thank you so much for all the questions. We get some in, but we are here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Greek time, 5 p.m. UK time. Yeah, so you can join. More questions, and we're gonna answer, and we're gonna go out and film the answers for you. So that's gonna come up. But talking about the south, and here I just switch over quickly. That's the new website, Don Dukas Corfu South Promotion. So if you want to know anything about the south, just log on to corfusouthpromotions.com, and here you find a lot of information. And don't forget, the website is still growing. It's brand new. There's a few things already on there, and also Interactive SK already. Next events, what's gonna happen, and I think
There
it's a
she is.
weekly blog from Dawn. But when I go up quickly, and I just go accommodations, so there's instantly in the area you find a few, and here on that one, that's a crowdfunding gift we were given from Mouse House in
Oh.
Agios Nikolaos. And let's have a look. It's a fantastic.
Wow.
That's gonna be 1 week holiday in the penthouse. Yeah.
Nice.
For around 250 euros in our crowdfunding shop, mate.
That's a bargain.
That's a bargain.
I'd
That's it.
snap
So
it
that's
up
gonna
myself if I wanted one.
That's gonna be great. But all terms and conditions, of course, there. Please log on to our crowdfunding shop, kerkira.live, and you can also click the button to watch it. Yeah, to be
Oh, great.
to be informed when the products go up or certain products are being activated. So as a gifts, but that's Mouse House in Notos. Watch out for that. That's gonna be on there very, very soon. So it's your opportunity. 1 week in a penthouse for around 250 euro.
Fantastic.
That's so stuff, isn't it? And that's gonna get
Yeah.
more and more interested. So, and for everybody else who's following, it's gonna get madder because we're gonna get stuff in there. We just gonna give away. If you're here on holiday or you sit somewhere at home in Europe or in the United Kingdom, we make sure you get that. So it's gonna be exciting and it's gonna grow now. So the light version gonna grow into the full power version, as we call it, and then we really rocking the island.
Yes, exactly. And hopefully you'll rock the island with us. We're all rocked together, with a glass of wine in our hand, no doubt.
Yeah, John, what you said about Queen's. John Wright is saying Queen's jam loved their homemade Queen's jam for breakfast with the rainbow in Arillas.
Nice one, John. So it's not just where we were. Thank you for sharing that with us, John. Great. So Quince gets getting everywhere, isn't it?
Queen, obviously. But hey, we're also planning to look at the sunset.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's great, I think this is things you guys were missing, and we gonna bring you more. At the moment we restricted a little bit in our studio, but within the next couple of weeks we gonna go mobile again. Our mobile broadcast van is just being serviced, and we gonna build the whole thing back into it, and then we on the road, so you can be excited. There's a lot of
We are
coming up.
Yeah.
We are excited. I can't wait, especially after 6 months in lockdown. And
Absolutely.
it's a little bit, to stretch your legs.
I was going to say let my hair down, but I can't
What-
because it's all
what
gone.
hair?
Thanks to a lovely lady in Moretica who sorted that out. I have to say, you probably saw in that interview clip there, it was a bit long, wasn't it?
Great. And Helen Mullins is saying she's looking now on Pontiglio's websites
Good one.
for wine and the labels. Have a look, surf on that one, because I think it's
Excellent.
a great idea.
It is. It's novel, unique, it's beautiful.
It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also, if you're a company owner and you want to impress your clients, why not order a crate and get your own label on
get
there?
your
It's a
own label.
fantastic marketing tool for anybody.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What brings me on to marketing and tours. And we had a fantastic. That's gonna go in now. We just showed you quickly the website of Corfu South Promotion. The newcomer to Studio Kerkera.
Our new pretty face, Dawn Dukas.
Yeah. And we went out with her because we said activities. Everything what is activities, accommodation related, we doing the clips with Dawn. So
Yeah.
Dawn, she lined up already lots of things. So there's a lot of clips coming your way, but all useful regarding holidaying, accommodation and activities. And the first of the series, the start of the series, and I'm excited because we met Liz.
Oh,
And it was
fantastic.
great.
Absolutely. If you want an extraordinary tour guide that you've never met, like the like of which before in your entire life, it's Lizzie of Genie Tours. She's the one for you. Extraordinary. And she speaks 5 languages. Particularly good with the German, French tourists, and of course the good old Brits, I was going to say. But she's an extraordinary character, and she'll treat you to some amazing music. So you're actually going to go on a bit of an odyssey, actually, with Lizzie.
But
Yeah.
it was great, and this is totally fitting for the sunset, because it's one thing Lizzie's doing is the sunset
Yes.
tours, and she has a really fantastic spot where she's going with the people, and it's breathtaking. But let's have a look at this interview.
Guys, I'm here with Interactive SK, Studio Kerkera, coming at you. Hi, I'm Dawn Dukas. I'm here with Interactive SK, Studio Kerkera, coming at you from the south of Corfu. Now, the reason I'm here is it's a first for me, but I'm very excited to be presenting you everything that's wonderful and adorable about the south of Corfu. Corfu South Promotions, together with Studio Kerkera, are absolutely on a mission to bring you the best of live, cultural and local locations and everything that you want to do when you're away on holiday. So, why am I here in Pontiglio? Pontiglio, because 1, it serves the greatest wine you've ever tasted, but 2, a very, very dear friend of mine, Elizabeth Blassie, has stopped here on one of her fantastic tours through Genie Tours. It's one of the last stops that she does on the beautiful South Tour, and the reason being is because it's in an immaculate place of the South, and it's a fantastic place to be. Now, Genie Tours is a unique tours, and I would really, really love you all to meet the fantastic Elizabeth. So, hi Lizzie.
Hi Donnie.
Hi.
How are you?
Now, I'm fine. Now, what I know about the tour, because I had obviously the honour to be on one in the summertime with you, but I want you to tell everyone how absolutely unique it is and what makes you different to any other tour that's on Corfu.
Okay, thanks Dawn. I think basically I've taken a lot of the local stuff, put it in my tours, not the huge tourist attractions.
Yeah.
I put music, so there's ambience music in the car, which makes it all much more fun.
It really does.
We do try out local products, we go to local places, we actually go into the homes of local Greek people, and it's absolutely fabulous to do that. Like you just mentioned, we're visiting Pontiglio today. Pontiglio is the vineyard, we do the beautiful south, and this we finish off with because, well, we like a little tipple every now and then, and obviously
Yes,
we have to do the real business beforehand, and then we end up drinking our wine here at
Something
Pontiglio.
also that I would like to point out to viewers is it's not just for the English market either, is it? Because you have a particular talent, don't you?
Yeah, well.
What is that?
Thank you very much. I do speak German, French, Greek, Dutch and English. So, yes, if you're coming on holiday and you're from all different parts of the world, then, yeah, I can communicate with you.
Just a little bit.
I like to.
And the great thing about the communication is not through the language either. It's through also the musicality of the
Yeah,
of
we
the
like to
tour.
sing as well on the bus. We like to have
Who
fun.
doesn't?
I think the key point is seeing amazing places in Corfu and the fun that we have on the bus. It's my own business. I'm the driver. I'm your tour guide, and I'm very proud to present the beautiful parts of the south of Corfu and other parts of Corfu as well as. But I really do feel huge pride in showing people that.
And the reason being is because you've literally been in hospitality for probably 3/3 of your life.
Yes.
On
30,
this planet,
30 years in hospitality. I did find people coming back from trips going, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
They've paid a lot of money for trips. They should be coming back from a trip going, it was the best day ever. It was fantastic. I loved it. Let's go again. And that's what I try to do. with
And I
Genie
do
Tours.
have to say that a particular accommodation that we have both been sort of interactive with, when you were pulling into a drive one day with clients who'd been on the beautiful South Tour, all the people that were actually sat around that particular swimming pool all sort of turned.
Well, it was lunchtime. They were all like that.
And
The bus
everyone-
turned up with the music full blast, and the bus was rocking with everyone dancing in it.
And literally everybody that was on that bus came off rejuvenated.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally kicked 10 years off their off their faces. You know, it's an instant facelift. And it was literally because they touched base not with obviously the beauty of Corfu, but also interacted with the culture of it, being enlightened about things that they would never have even anticipated or touched, even when they were thinking booking the holiday.
We touch a little bit about the history, because I think that's really important. How Corfu, it was a very cosmopolitan island. You know, you had the Italians here, you had the French here, you've had the English here. You know, so there's so much history. It's rich, it's beautiful, and it all plays a part in why Corfu is like Corfu is today. So I think that's really important to sort of build that into the trips and the tours as well. Yeah, we're doing the Durrell tour this year. Watching the TV Durrells, absolutely loving the series, and there's such amazing locations around the island. So we're doing that too.
Absolutely.
And it's not just being in a bus and seeing it. We're going to jump off the Venetian pier.
Exactly.
We're gonna do the things that the Durrells did too.
It's like living and breathing an episode or a scene from an episode, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
I mean, the construction of it, I've been very honoured to be part and parcel of viewing the creation of the Durrells tour.
Yes, we were studying it together, weren't we?
But it was so good. I mean, we just wanted
pausing the
more.
video, going, "Where's that? We've got to find that place. It's beautiful."
The research was
Yeah.
intense, but it was really, really enjoyable.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that every single person that's going to be queuing up booking the tour.
Yeah.
For either this season, next season, then the next season.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it will definitely be something that is continued and retweaked and revamped, because there was so much sort of well written as far as the books, the trilogy was concerned, with the Durrells.
Yeah, the whole story about the Durrells and Gerald Durrell and Lawrence Durrell and the family and what they got up to, and
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna do that
Yeah.
this year as well. That's a new tour for 2021.
And of course, not losing the essence of the actual Durrells that were here,
Oh no, we're gonna use go to the White House where Lawrence
but
and Nancy
bringing
lived.
it more to life
Yes.
for people who
Yes.
never knew anything about the Durrells until actually seeing the series.
Yes, of course.
So integrating it that way and
Yeah.
educating them even more, and
Yes.
obviously dropping obviously parts of history of Corfu as well.
Yes.
I think in
We have to know. I mean, we're very proud of our heritage.
absolutely.
And the fact that the English were here, and because the English were here, you had Edward Lear painting views of Lefkimi. You had
Of
Oscar
which-
Wilde.
Of which we found
We found the view from the
spot
picture.
just yesterday.
Yes.
Just yesterday, we've researched it well, and we actually came across
Yeah.
it, and we got really, really excited about
We
it.
did.
Yeah.
And Oscar Wilde, writing his poem Santa Deca from Ideca, the
That's
mountain
right.
just up there. We've had, Lord Byron was in the area. He actually helped
Very
the Greeks
influential.
on the mainland just across the water there for the Greek independence.
Which is
against,
very important
on
because
the
it's the 200 years, it's the bicentennial
That's right.
this year
That's
of the
right.
independence. So,
200
yeah.
years independence from the Ottoman Empire. So all very fascinating. There's lots of information we can learn, but with an interesting way with ambience music.
Exactly. It's made more interesting because of
Yeah.
the music that you play. I mean, there's full, for each tour, there's literally full music tracks.
Oh, yes.
That are sort of organised for it, and it makes it so much more interesting. I mean, it really alerts you to the environment that you're travelling around.
I think it does. I think it helps. I mean, music it helps everybody sort of get into the
Of course it
mood
does.
as well. So yeah, mood music,
It breaks
ambience
the
music,
ice.
and everything.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, especially if you've got a combination of people travelling with you in the bus, that might not be a big family, but probably all, individuals.
Yep.
And it's the first time that they're congregated together.
Oh, and then they become
So-
the best of friends at the end of the
Exactly.
genie tours.
Yeah, family almost. So,
Absolutely,
yeah.
we're family, and it's really funny because they do club together so that they spend the rest of the holiday together. The people that have sat in the genie tours have then become friends, and then they
Absolutely.
spend the rest of the holiday doing stuff together.
So
Yeah.
where do you, from starting this, I mean, it was 2019, I think, your
Yes.
first day
Season.
out,
Yeah,
your first season. Where do you see yourself, let's say, in the next couple of years?
A fleet of genie tour buses with the best driving guides in the world that are fun, with the music, with the ambience, and people clambering to get on my buses. That's what I would love. That's my dream. God, I'm going to get on genie tours. Let me on.
Well, I can certainly see it happening.
Well, I'd
I
love
really,
that.
honest to God. As a lot of people who know me know that I've sold a lot of tours in my previous lives.
Yes.
And I know a good tour when one's around, and yours is exceptional. It's
Thank
not just
you.
good; it's exceptional. I've
Thank you
done it.
very
I've bought the T-shirt, so I know what I'm saying. And I personally and SK Interactive wish you the best of luck. We will definitely be following you very closely, Lizzie.
Thank you very much.
And showing obviously the best of this tour, because it is the best of Corfu, and certainly the south.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so if you want to know how to book it, then look for Genie Tours on the Corfu South Promotion website. You can view a lot of the information there. Go onto the Genie Tours Facebook page. You can book direct from there. And there's a guarantee. Quality is Elizabeth Vlass's name for Genie Tours. And you always pay at the end of your tour. So if you're not satisfied, obviously, just let her know. But that's when you pay at the end of the tour. So why have you not booked yet?
Question from Dawn there. Yes. How delightful, ladies. Lovely interview. Sets the scene for Genie Tours very nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, and say welcome for everybody who just logged on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for logging on. Here the sunset. The sun is setting, and look at the colors.
Fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful.
So, but yeah, that That's what Ginny does. It is great. We spoke with her a little bit, and this is really exciting. She really puts something special into the doers constantly.
Yes.
And speaking 5 languages, of course. You know.
Yeah, but she's got a great sense of humour and a great character. You can find her on Facebook, as Dawn said there, and of course Corfu South Promotions webpage. But she also has a telephone number, which I'll just read out. You probably won't be able to catch it, but it's a Greek number, 0030 697 9956089.
So that's easy to remember, 697995689. And you have to put +30
Exactly,
on front of it. But I just got it up here, Ginny Doers on Facebook. And yeah, here I got the telephone number too. So when you log on, book a fantastic tour at Ginny Doers. I think it's fantastic. And we're going to do a couple of other things with her because we want to see a little bit more about her tours. Definitely.
Absolutely. And one thing we should remind the audience here, having seen these 2 clips just now, you'll be very pleased to know that they will appear on the studio website as standalone film clips. So if you miss something in the wine or in Genie Tours, you can just quickly go back and access that information.
And it's just for the live stream. It's for just out of sync a little bit. It's not on the clip at all, but we're gonna release these clips on Facebook, of course, on Kerkira.live and YouTube for you to enjoy. So the clips we're gonna gather over the season, they're all gonna be separately available.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, if you're wondering why this particular episode of Interactive SK Light is a bit heavily weighted towards the south, well, there is a reason for that, and that is because we said before at the beginning of the programme, COVID restrictions, travel problems and all the rest of it. Of course, our intention is as the season extends forward, we'll be travelling all over the island, travel permitting, of course, and we'll be taking in all your wonderful favourite resorts in the north, northeast, northwest, west, east, everywhere. Southeast, southwest, everywhere. So don't feel you're missing out just because you're looking at somewhere else. We will get there when we can.
Definitely. And we're going to bring you much, much more. We also go into a little bit to the culinary side of the island.
I'm looking forward to that
I'm
one.
looking for that. We're just preparing. But because we can't. We found a few chefs. We had a few ideas. We wanted to work. But we're all in the starting blocks, aren't we? We really down and we wait for boom and off we go.
Yes, exactly. That's a nice way of putting it. In the starting blocks.
In the starting blocks. God, it's fantastic. Just being back with you guys is great. So thank you so much for logging on and tuning in.
Absolutely. It's been the best pleasure to be here talking to all our friends from across the world. We hadn't half missed you, you know.
Oh, definitely we missed you. It's a new season. Nobody knew what's gonna happen. Nobody knew how it's gonna develop. But I think we know which way it's gonna go. It's gonna be tourism. They're already here, so there will be
for sure
tourists on the island. No question. There will be space for you to go on holiday, and you can come to this beautiful island of Corfu or any other fantastic place here in Greece. So Interactive SK Light is out there. So we start off slow, but we really gonna get going very, very soon.
Absolutely. In fact, we can't absolutely wait. We're almost chomping at the bit.
Definitely. I got a question regarding the flights. If it's gonna be the same as last year with testing on the airports, it's gonna be. There's not gonna be anything different. When you arrive, depends which country you arrive from, you're gonna be tested. So it's all gonna be revealed. But isn't it a little bit slow?
It is, Thomas, yes. Maybe one reason for that is what's caught them off guard slightly is the proliferation of all these new strains of COVID.
Yeah.
which might be a factor. Also,
might
of course,
be a thing, yeah.
ongoing issues with the vaccination programme. We've all been reading about in the news that the EU were a bit down on their supplies. So the promises, for instance, that the Greek government was making a few months back can't be kept because they just haven't had the projected supplies in.
Supplies in, yeah.
You know,
So-
there's all sorts of reasons for that. But let's hope the vaccination programs are definitely moving forward in many, many countries. And hopefully you'll all be vaxed up, as it were, and come on out here and enjoy the fun and the sun of Corfu.
Yeah, definitely, guys. But you know what? It was fantastic. It's our first episode Interactive SK. As always,
Light.
I can hear the light. I know I was waiting for you to go there. But Interactive SK. Oh, so light. This light. I want to go into the full power version because that's going to get
absolutely.
interesting.
Yes, of
but,
course.
guys, the next couple of weeks, we're going to have Interactive SK Light every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Greek time. After that, we're going to roll out more and more. So it all depends on how we're allowed to travel, how we're allowed to work. But I think they're going to be tourism. Definitely, they're going to be, the restrictions are easing because you can't keep people in lockdown for that amount of time now. It's not going. The England is open up, the pubs are opening. Also, other places in Europe, they start to relaxing these things. So let's see. But Interactive SK Light is here. It's going to be here for the next 3 to 4 weeks in the light version, and then hopefully we can go into the full power version and show you more. But I think that's all we have for today. If you have any questions you want answers regarding holiday or living, don't hesitate. Write in inbox at studiocarekira.com or carekira.live.
Yes, both.
Inbox at studiocarekira.com or send us a message through Facebook Messenger, and we gonna do our utmost best to answer your question and show you what a fantastic country Greece is to make holiday. But for today, thanks for watching, thanks for writing in. I hope I didn't forget anybody. If I forgot somebody, I apologize. I'm gonna catch up next Wednesday with that. But until then, have a fantastic week and see you soon.
Absolutely. As always, thank you very much for sharing your precious time with us, and we very much look forward to seeing you next week on Interactive SK. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and keep smiling.